Welcome to another game for Spooktober. I'm going to be reading through The Raven. The Raven. Ephraim, a man burdened by grief after the loss of his beloved Lenore, drowns his sorrows in alcohol as an escape. But one day, while perusing a mysterious book of forgotten science, he is interrupted by the visit of a majestic raven. December 1854. In the stillness of the night lies my afflicted heart, for I have lost my beloved, my sweet Lenore. In her tomb rests her motionless and cold beauty, and my soul is left alone in the deepest agony. How to move forward without her warm embrace? How to find light amidst this twilight's trace? For her smile and her love were my sole reason to be. And now her absence makes me long to fade and flee. Yet I shall carry on, though my heart tears apart with pain, seeking solace in the memories of our loves remain. For though my beloved has gone far away, her love shall live forever in my shattered heart's array. Let death not be the end of our true love's accord, but the beginning of an eternity together in a sincerer world. While here on earth darkness veils me with its chilling shade, your light shall keep shining in my soul like a crimson blade, as I await the moment to be with you in eternal space. Your memory shall stay alive in my heart, my divine grace. December 1854. Is this real? I cannot escape this pain. Time has halted. How can I carry on? Why can't I remember everything clearly? Why do I only have these blurry and fragmented images? Where are you, my love? Come back, I beseech. How can I move forward without you? How can I find purpose in life after losing you? Lenore! Christianity embraces the unwavering faith, where philosophers like Aristotle and the Paraphetics strive to uphold conflicting opinions about the nature of things. I cannot endorse any of the theories about demons put forth, who, though they have written extensively about demons, have created more fantasies than realities. Therefore, I cannot subscribe to their views, even though they have been supported by learned men. As a result, I worship the Almighty God, the architect of the universe, who before creating this admirably adorned world with the orders of wondrous spirits, created these incorporeal beings, as testified by the divine messengers sent to us through Moses, for a long time. In the deep of night, when shadows lengthen and fear lurks, the story comes to life. I firmly believe in the accounts told by those who spoke with God through the words of ancient sacred texts. It was a time of benevolent beings who, from the height of goodness, ruled over all that existed. They were intelligent beings, though without physical form, in tune with the divine nature, limited yet conformed to it. God created and cared for them so that they, in turn, would worship and adore him. He bestowed upon them outstanding intelligence, magnificent consciousness, and eternal knowledge. Their Their souls shone like rays of divine light emanating from the true source of eternal faith. What does this all mean? I fail to comprehend this tome. Its strange and haunting pages sow uncertainty within me. Drinking wine does little to soothe the growing unease. Time passes, and my interest in the book gradually wanes. Despite that, I must admit, a loud knocking at my door startles me, making the book fall from my hands. I try to silence the insistent pounding of my heart, to no avail. Could be at this hour. Pardon, fair lady or noble sir, I beseech your pardon for the delay. I must confess, slumber overcame me, and I did not perceive your knocks at my door. Hesitant, I opened the door, only to find it dark and cold alway. Lenore? I murmured, and the echo returned it in a chilling whisper. Is this a dream or an endless nightmare? What was that? Could it have been just the wind? No, it can't be the wind. That thud was too clear. Someone has knocked on my window. I don't know what that is, but that's slightly disturbing. I contemplated the unfathomable blackness for a long while. The wind howled fiercely, and I could also perceive the first drops of rain falling. Only the wind and nothing more, I thought, still doubtful of my own sanity. With reluctance, I closed the window and decided to return to my chair. Without a trace of reverence, an ominous bird of yore bursts into the room. It perched upon the bust of Phallius, motionless like a statue. I regained composure and in my role as a host approached the horrid raven. Even with your crest maimed and severed, art thou not a coward? O raven of horrifying aspect, that wanders from night's Platonian shore, tell me, what is thy lordly name from night's Platonian shore? Quoth the raven, nevermore. I was perplexed by the unheard-of eloquence of this ominous bird of yore. However, its vague and irrelevant response left me somewhat indifferent. Has any living being had the privilege to witness such an act? Bird or beast perched upon the sculpted bust of Phallus with such disquieting name? Nevermore. I observed the bird for a while, barely whispering. I uttered the following phrase: Other friends have forsaken me before. Tomorrow he shall leave me as well, just as my hopes have done. Quoth the raven, evermore. Surely what it says is all it knows. A single repertoire of words learned from some wretched master, whom it must have harassed relentlessly, until it dirges bore only one meaning. until the chance of its hope carried that melancholy burden of nevermore. However, the presence of this ebony bird drew a smile upon my face. Did God grant me this moment to forget, even if briefly, the absence of my beloved? Whatever the reason may be, I must displace my chair for a better view of the raven. Perched upon the bus of Phallus the bird, whose eyes seemed like burning embers, peered into the depths of my soul. Weaving one fantasy after another, I found myself sketching the raven on the pages of my diary. In that moment, the atmosphere seemed to grow denser, infused with an invisible incense, as the steps of seraphs resounded on the carpeted floor. Wretch, your God has granted you despite through these angels. A respite of Nephith for your memories of Lenore. Hasten, oh hasten, the sweet Nephith, and forget your absent beloved, Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet thing of evil, whether bird or devil sent by the tempter, or cast upon these haunted refuge by the storm. Prophet, tell me, I beseech you, is there balm in Gilead? Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet thing of either, whether bird or devil, by the firmament stretching above our heads, by that God we both adore. Tell this sorrow-laden soul, if in the distant Eden this weary soul shall find its beloved. If this weary soul shall find its beloved, whom angels called Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend. Fly back into the tempest, to the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of the lies your spirit has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, with the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Phallus, on the door frame of my room. Its eyes have the appearance of a meditating demon. Its shadow stretches across the carpeted floor, and my soul, deep within that shadow, remains imprisoned, unable to break free. Nevermore. The end. Thanks so much for keeping me company. That was a quick, short read of The Raven. I was expecting a little bit more spook, but I guess the poem itself is pretty spooky. Alright, I'll be back for something else really quick.